Okay. Hello, hello. It is time for Moonshine for September full moon. It's Dr. Vicky and Ona. Welcome to Moonshine for the full moon lunar eclipse in September, which is occurring on Sunday, this Sunday, the 7th, 1:09 p.m. Central Time. So 2:09 your time, Vicky, on the East Coast.
So we're not going to see it then.
We won't see it. And honestly, with the eclipse part is that the moon and the sun are close to their nodes.
Right.
So I probably wouldn't want to look directly at it anyway. And we'll see what happens by Saturday when we do Mystic Sisters.
Mystic Sisters.
All this sort of is unfolding, but we are going to talk about this moon and how some of the things that come up and some of the things that you can do to sort of help process those things that come up during this full moon. It's also got the name of, and I know people will help me with this, like barley moon harvest, because this is the time
It's
of
the
year
harvest moon. It's definitely the harvest moon.
when you harvest everything from your garden. And in my own simple kind of, okay, I want to tune in the full moon, it didn't feel very Piscean to me. I had more of an ammonia connection,
Right.
which is a litter boxy kind of Jupiter. And you've got to repeat what you said, because what you said about all the full moons, because of the sign that rules the moon, are going to be even bigger.
Right. So Jupiter moved into Cancer, which is the sign that's ruled by the moon. And so Jupiter, of course, even Jupiter in Cancer expands our feelings, our emotions. So there's a lot of emoting going on with Jupiter in Cancer. And then you add the fact that it's Cancer is a moon ruled sign. Every moon, especially the full moons, are going to be more emotional. And then add on the eclipses,
Yeah.
and then you're really sort of and did when did we have that? And I shouldn't be asking you this. I should know. When did we have that eclipse in April? Was that this past April or the April before? You know the one I'm talking about? The was that
I don't remember. What was the was
it
I think
was in Aries? Remember that one?
that was the one before, I think.
Right, that was I think so,
Yeah.
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 Right. So yeah, well anyway, sorry to confuse the whole thing, but so
I see
everything
with them.
is bigger, everything is more emotional, right? Um
The Jupiter.
and and then the moon itself is in water.
Yeah.
This full moon, this lunar eclipse is in
Yeah.
water.
And this is right. The moon is in Pisces, and that's a water sign. It's like the collective water sign. And I think is as I kind of process through the day and sort of like try and think about this full moon, and I got the ammonia response. I'm like, there's something going on. And I looked at the chart. There's some connection to Jupiter, a trine. But I was
Do you want me to
watching.
put you want me to pull up the chart?
Yeah, and yeah, in the meantime, I'll let them know I was watching the victims, the survivors that were speaking on the Hill today, and it was very emotional. And I thought this is what this full moon wants you to do is cry. Like go somewhere and cry somewhere. Get the tears flowing, get the hormones, the cortisol out of your body that way. Um, it's if you watch that, it won't be a hard exercise to do. That's for sure.
Okay, let me just make this a little bigger.
The popo here. There has been nothing visible or tactile with the guards or anything. If you hear the 911s, it's because it's a typical day.
So Jupiter is actually trine the north node and sextile the south node.
Yeah.
So sextile
Yeah.
the sun and trine the moon.
That's it seems like it's the savior
It's also
for
square Mars here,
yeah, for the
right? So,
elements. Exactly.
right. But this is like it's about justice, right? It's about taking action for justice.
Yeah.
This full moon really is, I think, the victims of Epstein getting a chance to speak.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Right,
This is
right. We were talking about that before we
yep.
got on, and it's like these girls were like Persephone,
Hmm.
who got pulled down into the underworld by Pluto. And there was we just had a Pluto Venus opposition when Venus was in Leo, which wasn't that long ago. And I remember when that opposition happened, there was a significant thing around women that day. I don't remember what it was, but this whole like Venus cycle, Venus star point being in Aries. Venus in Aries is the warrior princess. And so this is about, saying, I have the rights to myself. These women are asking for their files so they find out what happened to them so they can work on healing the wounds. Because a lot of them, when you go through those traumatic experiences,
Yep.
you put them out of your head to protect yourself, but you're not really, when you're ready to heal, that stuff has to,
Yeah. I think
you know,
that
you,
totally can summarize the way this full moon lunar eclipse, especially with that south node next to the sun in Virgo, the tears of cortisol, that this is exactly what this full moon is asking us to do is to get these emotions, Pisces moon out, awareness, time to self note it.
well, the sun on the south node is an illumination of the past.
Yeah,
And we have Mercury there, so we're going to hear about it.
we're gonna hear about it.
Information, right? Information.
Yeah,
As much as they try to obscure it. Um, and Chiron is in Aries right here, but Eris is there too. Eris is right around that degree. So this is the wound of it's about woundedness, it's about toxic masculinity, it's about the right to your autonomy, your own body. I mean, it's, all this weird like men want to possess women. It's the same thing, this what Epstein was doing. It's the same thing that men want to do with, to prevent, that women can't get health care
hmm.
and that they have to be trad wives and all this other bullshit.
So it's an intense full moon. I mean, it's one of those ones where we're asking you to kind of appreciate the time where your emotions may be out of control a little bit.
Give it a safe space to happen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Give it a safe
Yes.
space to happen because it is a time of release. The North Node is in Pisces saying, let go, let it go, let it go.
With the moon sitting on it, right? And the
Yeah.
sun's got the Mercury the sandwich in between the South Node and Mercury. It has to come out. It has to,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. So, what an intense full moon this is going to be. But we'll get you through this because we're going to do Mystic Sisters on Saturday night. So, some couple things to think about, like how am I emotionally reacting to this? How far deep am I in this rabbit hole? I've had that experience, just the past couple of days, like, oh, I got myself in deep there, you know, remember that we're trying to help people heal. I'm trying to help people laugh. So, keep that going. And sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. It's hard to dip into the Donny a Day energy. I mean, of course, we're loving it, right? But that Donnie and Day stuff is he's in your consciousness every day,
Yeah.
and sometimes you have to choose not to do that.
And I want to be as, I of course want to be as witty as possible, but as accurate as possible. And there's time for me to go in and see kind of what's on the news. So if I make it a priority, then I'm already in that place in my head where I'm like reviewing, is he dead yet kind of stuff. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, what screwed up, what I saw and how it was kind of an illusion. And this is the Pisces moon too. There's a lot of illusionary stuff.
Well, his whole presidency has been under a shroud of deception.
Complete and total.
And it's Neptune. It's
In
Neptune.
Aries.
Well, it's been Neptune and Pisces. His whole thing was Neptune and happening in Neptune and Pisces, and likely will end when Neptune's in Pisces.
When it goes back. And Neptune in Aries has been a revelatory thing. It's like it came out of the water and dried off and said, look at all.
It's sort of I find the Aries energy, and I felt the same thing when Pluto came in and then went back out and came in and went back out. It was like we got a taste of what the future could look like,
Yeah.
both in a positive sense and in a negative sense. And so we're seeing that as well with, I think, with Neptune in Aries,
Yeah.
just for a moment to get a view, to get a vision, to get a possibility. But once those two planets come together at the first degree of Aries on the 20th of February, 2026,
Yeah.
I've been actually looking at what's going to be happening in next year at this time because I'm getting a thing together for the year ahead,
Wow.
and it's going to be mind blowing. Let me tell you the what's ahead. It's just like we're sort of we're just ratcheting it up just almost every day we're ratcheting it up, and we're going to be like soaring soon. And we're just going to have to make sure we have seatbelts and a good window seat or something because we're here to witness it, and we're here to help wherever we can help. And
That's
it's
what we're gearing up to do. Exactly. That's what like all this is about is the events and things that I've gone through personally. I got your back.
Mhm.
I got your back. National Guard coming into Chicago, please. If any of those guys got a drop of the chemotherapy I went through, maybe I survived it, right? So we're getting ready for when this happens and when next year and all these events, when these revelations happen, and you've got the toolbox here.
Right. Right. And remember, you can't judge the future on the past anymore. You can
No,
only be in the present moment and deal with what you got in front of you and visualize the world you want to see.
I have to confess that when I do look at people's charts, I almost have to see the transit on top of the chart to sort of I understand where you came from, but these are the things that are happening now, and this is what you want to know. Well, I understand why you're feeling like that. Why wouldn't you be feeling like that? This is what's going on right now. So I
Mhm.
always want to see what's going on in real time. Like you said, the present moment is the one you can change.
Right.
Can't change all this shit you did in the past. And the future doesn't look like we can have any predictions available to us at this moment.
Well, I think, one of the reasons why it's so hard to see what's going to happen is because we have a lot more control over what's going to happen. It's up to us.
Yeah,
And if people just got that idea in their heads, it took a long time for me to get that idea in my thick skull. Um, I think we would be a lot better for it.
yeah,
I mean, most people just want to live a decent life with some sense of security and a family and good work, and it's most people just want to like be okay, right?
exactly, exactly.
And
And
and if
that's kind of
everybody knew that they could have that, wow, what a different world we would have, I think.
If you have to think about having your basic needs, and that's your safety, and that is where we've been sort of reduced to, I think they would get us. So we've got goals, we've got YouTube, we've got a great audience, we've got
Yeah,
people.
a great community, a great
The
community.
feedback has
Even
been
the other
absolutely
readers.
incredible. So I wanted to pull a card from the Crow deck. I know you've got the same deck. I've kind of saved it for it's kind of non-dairy, basically, right? It's the
You
one,
want me to use the pro deck?
the moon deck for the moons and the things that bring the messages from spirit, truly. The Page of Pentacles fell out.
Ooh.
I
Well,
did.
that's Virgo. Page of Pentacles is Virgo.
So we could say a message. We could say that there's, you know what? And it kind of reminds me of like a drum skin,
Hmm.
which would be an appropriate thing to a drum, a pentacle, skin, earth, right? That there's something that maybe a grounding exercise would be good too. Because like you said, Virgo, they want you to bang on the drum.
I got the Seven of Swords.
Okay.
So people trying to get away with stuff.
Hmm.
Hmm.
To a certain point, though, that's what I like about the Seven of Swords. That is the most
Right. It's still the truth
balanced.
is you might not get everything, but you're going to get something.
Hmm.
Something is left behind.
Yeah.
Is left behind. And this in the numerology is a 61-7.
Yeah.
So the seven always well, I guess it's a seven as well. The seven is the number of um like analysis,
Mm.
right? It's like a scientific number. So there's as much as they try to take away the crimes, there's always a footprint, and the footprint remains. That's what that looks like to me, if we're going to apply it to some of the stuff we talked about. Right?
Yeah. This could be protesting.
Mm, mhm.
Seven of Swords and banging on the drum.
Yeah.
I'm planning on it, I've got the glitter. So I don't have, there isn't anything other than there were some union things going on Labor Day. Um, I got a couple of signs that I should not go to any protests on Monday, so I didn't. And I don't think it was time, but I will be
You'll
part of
be
it.
ready when the time is right.
This is a momentous time, girl. I want to be in the crowd. Crowd. Yeah, this is important. It's that important. It's that important. And for my crystal,
Yes, please.
I got the smoky quartz.
I love smoky quartz.
And this one is rutilated. It's gold rutilated, and it is very ancestral in nature. It is always sort of maybe during a past life meditation or something really made it a lot smoother and easier and more comprehensive. I think it's programmed for that, but this is very Pisces new moon or full moon to me.
Right. It has the Pisces energy, it has the Virgo energy in it as well. And it's a grounding stone. Smoky quartz is a grounding stone. Most quartz don't ground. Most quartz
Okay.
like they like rose quartz amplifies the heart, and amethyst, which is a quartz, amplifies your like crown.
Mhm.
But smoky quartz ground you, and that's a good energy because we need that
Yeah.
because it's very easy to get confused right now.
It is. It really is. So watch what you're watching carefully. And this whole new moon, remember, was about being discerning. You got to practice that. You got to practice that. And I think I'm discerning to the point where I'm like cynical. Like I have to smell it to know it's real.
Uh-oh. I hope you have a lot of Mentos going. I mean, what were
Cinnamon,
those cinnamon things?
Altoids, yeah. Yeah.
Altoids.
We had a couple of
Could you
times.
just
I
you
almost
just
smoked
said
mint.
you just declared to the world that you want to smell it. So get ready. Yes.
To know it's real. And I haven't, the AI thing is going to come in differently because if it's not real, it's not going to have the same reference points as things that I use as a reference point. So if I don't smell it, it's not real. And I didn't smell that yesterday. That wig was too hard to not look at one point. The guy behind him that I just kind of had to pull away anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked like one of those Lego characters that you can put hair on and pop it off and
It
put
was
different.
like it looked like you could crack it. That's what he was wearing. It was really scary and just I don't know where that came from or
Well, they were all people from Louisiana
if
or
any of
Alabama.
those,
Maybe it was Alabama because of Huntsville because
yeah.
they didn't move to
And
Huntsville.
honestly, if any of those things like sort of make you scratch your head and go, well, that was kind of weird, that's important because your subconscious just told you something isn't right. If it doesn't, if it
Something hasn't been right for 10 years, my intuition tells me.
we're almost done with this.
I know it's true.
Maybe
We
this
are. We
well
are. I'd be surprised if he makes it to Neptune and back into Aries
same.
or Saturn into Aries. I don't think
Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, because Saturn just moved back into Pisces. So we'll see. Yeah, no, we're on it. We're on
well,
it.
that's what that I today I said, and maybe I shouldn't mention this, but I'm going to mention it. I was talking to a client today who said the next couple of months is going to be like karmic diarrhea. That's what it's going to be. It's like you're going to completely void your bowels karmically.
And as Pisces, who rules the feet and the lymphatic system and nerves, it, we'll see. I mean, we got to remember that there are some things that are inherent to how you're going to experience this moon that's related, to the energies that the planets are throwing off.
Yeah. Watch your belly too. Be kind to your colon. Be kind to your
Oh my
colon.
gosh, Virgo really wants you to be nice to that. And trust me, it's important. It's important. All righty, you guys, thank you so much. I will post more, and this altar is going to come together in full moon style by Sunday, September 7th at 1:09 p.m. Full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces. Enjoy. Enjoy a good cry. Enjoy a good cry.
Take care, everyone.